All right, your client walks in to meet with you. After the essential niceties are out of the way, they start sharing some of their goals. Priority number 1, getting the number on the scale to move in the right direction. And in their words, once it does, they will finally be happy. Cue the record scratching on the turntable. That is not how it works. Well, you want to be supportive and help them work towards their goals. Here's a phrase to keep in mind. Tell them what they want, but give them what they need. You want to speak their language. And if the scale weight is what they're after, then it's not your job to completely discredit their outcome. That said, we encourage you to focus on the process of getting there rather than the outcome of being there. And also help people turn their focus to other outcomes rather than simply a number that is measuring your relationship with gravity at that point in time. What about their energy? Do their clothes fit better? Is it easier to move, walk up and down the stairs, get up and down off the ground? At their last checkup, maybe they've learned their blood work has improved. Maybe they're not as out of breath when they're running around with their kids or their grandkids. All these little bits really make someone feel better. Maybe by changing their eating and exercise habit, they found a new sense of confidence and a boost in self-esteem. So many positive outcomes that aren't related to their weight at all. The list is endless, and none of them, again, have to do with a number. None of them. So we're not saying if someone does have a weight loss goal to completely discourage them, but rather along the way, focusing on the other benefits or these small wins. They can go a really long way to help build habits. Now, let's take a look at how this habit loop can play out in real life. In the last video, Kara talked about the cue, craving, response, and reward. Mary, let's say Mary, comes to you and has laid out some health goals. Now, as you talk through a typical day with her, she tells you that she struggles with the mid-afternoon slump, like so many of us. She typically works through her lunch, spends the next couple hours on conference calls or in meetings, and then 3 p.m. hits and she completely tanks. Her energy, her mood, and is taken out on everyone or anything in her way. Okay, let's play this out using the cue, craving, response, and reward. Mary might start with a bad emotion, that she doesn't like how she feels in her body. This is her cue, which may have been brought her to you in the first place. That cue then leads to a craving, which in this case is her internal desire to change because she simply wants to feel better. The desire to change in this case would lead her to you, the trainer, as a response, or maybe making some changes with her own nutrition plan. But then the challenge here is what she desires, and that is losing weight, which is outcome driven. Unfortunately, the outcome of weight loss is detached from the immediate choice of the behavior. For example, meeting friends, again, on a Tuesday night for happy hour, isn't connected to the outcome of reaching a specific body weight 6 months down the road, let's say. So with her ultimate reward being the scale, encouraging her along the way could be a challenge. If instead the discussion is around those small daily wins, educating her through these daily choices could go a really long way. How can she reward herself with working out? Or better for you foods, or swapping out choices as process outcomes instead of setting her eyes on the final outcome goal. Again, that term process outcomes is important. Not looking at the final number, final goal, but what it takes to get us there. More videos on this topic as we continue on.